Yo. What the fuck? That ad shit is really fucked up. Oh well. Like ad break in 40 seconds and then it doesn't say anything, and then as soon as I switch to this scene it's like, oh, we're gonna start the ad. Alright. We're gonna play some Rolling Gunner Overpower Edition. This is one of my favorite shmups. I haven't played it in a while. But we're just gonna dig right in. The gimmick with this one is you've got a pod firing with you that will get rid of enemy bullets, but you can change its direction by inputting the opposite direction you want it to fire and then hitting fire again, and it'll lock it into place until I let go of fire again. So enemies will be coming from all different sides of the screen. My goal is to collect all these little green badges until I get to 1,000 on that meter in the bottom left. Then I'm able to activate like a hyper mode. That's where you get the big points. The best way to melt the bosses. And the meter's starting to count down now, and if I activate that meter again, we get even more points and more damage. And that's how it's done. Shit, that's quite a bit louder than my talking. Alright. That seems a little bit better. Better of a balance there. Game number 16. We're already a pretty thick chunk of the way through the shmups. I wonder if any more are going to show up by the time this is over. I do have a bunch on the way still, but some of them I've been waiting on for a very long time. I kind of doubt they will show up anytime soon. What's nice is any of these bigger enemies that I destroy will also destroy all the bullets on the screen. Alright, we doing alright? Warning, warning. That's how we get a lot of points. That's how we do. No miss. Alright, this is where things really start to pick up as far as you need to get the other direction pressing shit down. Alright. Ouch, damn it. Ah, fuck. Come on now. I almost had that. I'm gonna save my bomb. I think the boss is right after this. Maybe it wasn't right after. But we got the bomb saved, which is what's important. been very close to 1CCing this before. The last 2 levels are insane, though. Bonus points. Lots of bonus points. That was a little close for comfort. Behind us. All right. Bullshit. Down to 2 shields now. that without getting hit. Nice. I'm on track for a 1cc, but those are famous last words, so I'm gonna pretend like I never said that. Oh, come on.
Body powder to shoot and spray?
Body powder, chicken spray? Who's that? Is that Dutchman? Who's that? Oh, it's Stars. What up, man? How do I play this game? You seem to have all the answers. Boobs! Spin them tits! You get tired of the hand holding? Oh, I don't want to get hit by the projectiles. Fuck, man, I've been playing this wrong. The whole fucking time. I knew I wanted to damage the enemies, but dodging projectiles, that's a new fucking concept. This is Rolling Gunner. And it's one of my very favorite shmups. I'm glad I rolled this one. Basically, as you can see, enemies are coming from every side. It's kind of unusual for a shmup. I have the ability to control which direction my turret's going by letting go of fire and then aiming in the direction opposite of where I want the turret to be. That's what I wanted right there. Shield upgrades are the tits. Alright. Yeah, you came in right when it starts to ramp up. Good time to come in. Well. Catalina, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? How many jizzles? How many jizzles tonight? I'm trying to... Oh, Gradius 3, fuck yeah. I wish they'd do a Gradius collection for the Switch. I have a couple of them, but, a lot of those older shmups have gotten, good compilation releases for the Switch. And every other fucking shmup and its mom is on this console. Hell yeah. Smoke one for me, buddy. I'm still on a hiatus. Ah, I can never fucking avoid that. It's such a fucking hard pattern. There we go. Get rid of that shit. I don't think I've ever gotten through this phase without getting hit, speaking of. we go. Gotta get out in front of this little bastard. Come on, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh. Now I can say hi. No, that'd be awesome though. Let's fucking shit. Level B. Yeah, the Gradius games are fucking awesome. Yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Trying to make a little bit of progress towards this Shmup-a-thon here. This is game 16 of 63. And it's actually more than 63 games because some of those cartridges are compilations of multiple shmups. Dangerous. These bigger enemies, it's nice if you time when you blow them up, it gets rid of all the bullets on the screen. This motherfucking turret has. Son of a bitch. Woo. I'm trying my best to look down at chat, but I also know if I do that on this level, I'm really fucked. At least I don't think so, man. I don't have that many friends, so we don't play. I don't play shmups multiplayer very often. I did have my buddy Flying Dutchman over here though last week, and we played some co-op Jamestown, which is a fucking killer shmup for multiplayer. It's up to 4-player too, which is very uncommon in the shmup world for 4 players. It's not common that you come across that. Oh, fuck me. Forgot about that pattern. You go to hell. You go to hell and you die. Have you still been grinding away at Grand Poo World Stars? And what have you been playing, Catalina? You still been playing Rocket League mostly? Oh my god, how the fuck did I get through that? And how did I get through that? Son of a bitch. Okay, that was good timing this time. Oh, come on, come on. That sucked getting hit twice there. Oh, nice, you've been playing Pal World. That seems like a cool mix-up of genres. A little bit of Ark, a little bit of Pokemon. A little bit of Monster Hunter. Ow. Son of a bitch. Come on. Don't fuck it up here. Oh, I fucked it up here. My ultimate goal is to 1 credit clear this. Fuck, man. Looking less and less likely here. Oh, fuck, dude. So many fucking bullets. How the fuck did I manage that shit? That's another section I don't think I've not gotten hit through. Might as well be. I respect the fuck out of you Kaizo players. I think these games are in the somewhat same league of difficulty as far as like trying to beat it without dying. But for me, I just like the pacing to where like even if you die, you keep going. You don't have to repeat the same part over and over again. But I respect the fuck out of the grind of Kaizo players. Shit is crazy. You guys are crazy, but I love it. Alright, let's see if I can do this right here. Alright, half of his life left. We got a 1 credit clear. Fuck this up. Alright, good start. God, that shit's so impossible. Alright, 1 phase left. I think we got it. Yeah, that's a 1 credit clear, motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is still early access, but I'm actually pretty intrigued and kind of want to play it. Thank you for the GGs. Yeah, 1 credit clear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Brought the pain. Look at that high score. That's a lot of millions. Yeah, that's something, I mean, like, my eyes get tired after playing too much of these games. Like, for each one of these sessions that I'm doing this Shmup-a-thon, like, I'm struggling to make it past, like, 3 or 4 hours before my eyes are, like, twitching out. Feels good. Yeah, this is one I've been wanting to 1cc for a while, too, and I took a break. I've got so many fucking shmups that, yeah. Wow, that's a big high score. That it's hard to play a lot of them a lot. Like, I've never considered myself super good at these games. I'm getting better as time's going on, but I absolutely love playing them. This and games that are like adjacent to this genre, like Gungeon. Stuff with lots of bullets on the screen. You got to do fine movement to get around them. It helps to have an arcade stick. I just got this somewhat recently, and holy shit, it made a huge world of difference. Yeah, that I owe half of the my skill to this controller, I think, if not more. All right, well, that's another shmup down, and you're here. You get to see how fun this is. We get to spin them tits now. For the next game, it is random off of a list. So we come over here and we say how much we love Rolling Gunner. Time to spin them tits. Finally, a 1 credit clear on this list. Phenomenal game. But I already knew that. Alright. So now we go to the magic wheel. Spin! What is next?
Wow.
A Kai Katana Shin. This is another really fun one. Alright, so now we hide that choice. Bring this out. Get rid of that choice. Save it. Come over here. A Kai Katana Shin. This is number 17. You'd be right. If I recall correctly, you do swipe your blade to get rid of bullets, which is fun. You're still in a ship, though. It's a ship with a sword, so it's that kind of stuff. I can't think of something more Japanese than a shmup that lets you have a katana. Alright, so now go back to mainstream. No, we're not going to save the replay. I've got Twitch for that. All stages, 0 continues. Fuck yeah. I like seeing that. Alright, we're going to change the name here. Akai Katana Shin. Just number 1. And we have played 16 of 63 cartridges now. Oh shit, Uncle Lionel's back to playing Zelda. He's probably gonna make fun of me for playing an anime game when he sees what cartridge I pop in. I don't give a shit. Alright. Please excuse my be right back screen. I'll be right back. Get this game loaded.
It's a disability, mobility.
All right, we have ourselves a yee off.
You might find this one at your neighborhood Apple Yees. Wait, listen to his yee.
That's a real Texan right there. Get him, baby. Get him, brother.
Real Texan. I think we have ourselves a yee off. Let me hear you yee. Oh, really? It's going to be... Come on, Internet. It cannot be that big of a download. I recently, somewhat recently, got a new Switch. I got the nice Tears of the Kingdom model. Upgrade from a launch model. The OLED screen is so fucking nice. But in doing so, I had to... It gets rid of all of your update data. Like, you can transfer your save files, but all the update data is gone. So it's got to re-fucking download everything, and I keep forgetting about this shit. But yeah, since we're going to sit here and wait for a minute, we can at least listen to Sun Vulcan. Oh, no, I feel it, man. I totally understand that feeling, man. For a long time, I was not able to keep my gaming equipment. Oh, dude, that fucked everybody up. I was really lucky to be able to continue earning during that time. I had a lot of friends and family that had it really fucking rough during the lockdowns. Yeah, here's the whole Follow the Sun, Catch the Sun song. You don't get to hear this in Nug Stream. Follow the sun, catch the sun, 太陽戦隊サンバルカ I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of know some of the reasons, but man, I got really attached to the system. If you can see that wall of red behind me there, that's I just hit 450 Switch games. Pretty fucking obsessed with the system, and I don't have a lot of other hobbies, which makes that possible. So, but yeah, it's just there's such a great library of physical games for the system, and since they went back to cartridges, I was fucking sold, man. Ugh. Normalize the audio. Holy shit, that's a lot louder than the last game. Oh, that fucking music slaps. B-A... No, let's do, we're gonna do Soul Shift is Y, Auto Shots B. For some reason, I want that. Yeah. it got way louder. There we go. Forgive me. I do not know the sound differences between the games. Did that save? Alright. Soul Shift is Y, Auto Shot B, Bombs A. It's pretty hard to... Oh. Okay, there we go. Which is which? There's like 4 different fucking modes on here. Alright, well we're just gonna... I don't know Japanese. And this is one of those cartridges that only came out in Japan, so... Oh, we gotta go with Broody Anime Girl. Alright. So this is developed by Cave. They're probably my favorite shmup developer overall. They also brought us the Dodonpachi series, which might be my favorite shmups. Ooh, early death. I've only probably played this one 2 or 3 times since I got it. I think that might be in one of the other modes, but when I pull out my, when the anime dude comes out, He's got his sword out. And the bosses have their swords. Yeah, I should be able to pull out. Oh, there we go. I don't think every character has a sword. But yeah, it's kind of selling you a lie at that point. It's supposed to be about katanas. Alright, that wasn't terrible. That wasn't great either, but... Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping in either way. I should still be on. These are pretty short games, but they usually run longer than 15 minutes. Stay golden, pony boy. Get them munchies. Oh, wiggle with it. Oh man, I was out of juice. I thought I was going to be able to pull my dude out. Well, definitely not a 1 credit clear on this one. I am very new to this game. But we're going to keep going. We're going to learn. Oh, weird. Okay. I think I understand that a little bit better now. Ooh. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do any better, but I'm starting to understand it a little bit better. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Oh. Wow, that used all of my bombs. Holy shit, it's way better to use those beforehand then. Ow! Fuck! Oh, come on. Pay attention, bruh. These are some very Dodonpachi-like bullet patterns. I.e. very, very difficult to avoid. Yikes. Oh. Fuck. starting to understand this a little bit more. Come on. Come on, guy. Oh. Oh, I love the Japanese obsession with trains. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Ouch. Okay. Oh, a little bit of overcorrection there. Holy balls, dude. Oh, god damn it. I need to remember to switch over to the other type of shooting. Aye. Oh man, I'm just not quick enough on the trigger there. Like, this is definitely one of those games where it's expecting you to use its mechanics to get out of a lot of these patterns. Like that.
待ちかねたぞ。親族とはいえ情けはかけん。反逆者ども。
もうやめて、すみれが悲しんでいるわ。
今ならやり直せ。戻れ。さあ、全力でかかってこい。レッサー。血となれ。
Oh. Alright. Oh, that hurts? Okay. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Cheese and rice.
すみれ。
You hit a lot. This is like credit number 6, so yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this one. Alright. Pay attention. Oh man! Oh, squirrely there all of a sudden. God, this is kind of crazy. Good lord. Yeah, this has got to be one of the hardest shmups out there. Just for bullet intensity. Like, I think if you balance, because when you go into samurai mode or the soul mode or whatever it is, fuck. You balance bullets back for a short amount of time. It really doesn't last too long in the grand scheme of things. And then you have to avoid all the bullets you're bouncing back, unless you have a bomb to clear them, like that. So without, what the fuck hit me? Without a fine understanding of the mechanics, this is definitely a very, very hard one to get into. So I understand the mechanics a little bit. Yeah, then in a section like this here, I don't have any bombs left, so all these bullets are going to come after me as soon as this samurai mode ends. So difficult. So difficult.
なぜスミレを
何なんだお前は
You've got two different modes of fire. This one, which is the normal, and this one locks on somewhat, but only somewhat. What's up? Oh my god, yeah, it's over. Not exactly sure what hit me there, but oh my god, oh my god! Wow, that health is draining so slowly. And it's crazy that it goes through your entire stock of bombs if you get hit, too. It gives you no chances. Yeah, this is definitely a memorization. Cheers. Yeah, you know why? That's because I'm old. I know you're not old. Oh. At least not as old as me. Yes, I still own a working VCR.
最後まで奪われるのね師範頑張りましたよね
Got any grapes? I feel like I might have a decade on you at least. I have a son who's 17, so.
親父決着をつけてやる
Welcome back. What'd you get at the corner store? And cheers, mate. Fucking cheers. I am the liquor. No, I saw your comment earlier too, man. Like, don't be too hard on yourself about that stuff. It's good to want to control that, but getting down on yourself about those kind of decisions can be a bad thing. And this is coming from somebody who has effectively quit everything. I've been completely sober like since August. But for me, it's always been more of a cannabis thing. Like, I haven't drank too much. I do enjoy a good scotch or some sake or some soju every now and then. But no, I see a lot of friends of mine struggling with that too. And just try to encourage them, man. You just do your best with it, and if you fail at the plan you have set, then just try again and don't beat yourself up for it, man. Because we're all human beings. And I don't know a single human being who's had an easy time with that kind of plan, you know? Not a one. Progress. I made it through an entire phase without getting hit. Ah! There's swords. See, there's the katanas. They're just laser katanas. They're there, though. This wasn't the one I was thinking of, though, where you actually wipe enemy bullets with a sword. I do not remember which one that is. But I haven't played it yet, so it's somewhere in that list. You'd think this would be the one with a name like that, though. Oh my god! I almost made it through that shit. I am almost proud of myself. Oh fuck, that was stupid. Probably the hardest games to read chat. I will read that here in a second. Get me out of the katanas! Yeah, totally, man. And that's a whole nother level of stress, man, coming back to things after that life. I'm sure it's very, very interesting reintegrating into normal life. But at whatever capacity, thank you for your service, man. Regardless of the reasons you got in, it is pretty selfless to do that. Respect the hell out of that decision.
そこをどくなよ二人とも裏切り者には死を
And for me with the cannabis, man, it was really strange because I'm somebody who is very much a proponent of cannabis over a lot of other vices people could choose. I live in Washington State, and we legalized back in 2012. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, just to say where I've been a little bit. I worked with Normal, the organization, a lot during that period of time. And I was one of the soldiers to legalize it here. And along with Colorado, we were the first in the country. I do feel pretty proud of that fact. Got people out of jail. Started working towards just a smarter understanding of cannabis as a whole. And I say all that to say, really, I wasn't expecting ever a point in time in my life where I was going to even want to approach not using cannabis in some form or another. But it's really bizarre. Over last summer, I ended up starting to get panic attacks when I would smoke any amount, which was very new and very weird. And then I started going to like edibles, and that seemed to be fine for a while. But then like I went down to my dad's house, and he's an old school hippie, man. And he makes some killer ganja treats. Like killer to the point of I was doing okay on edibles, and then one of his treats sent me over the edge, and I had another panic attack while I was on vacation down there. And that wasn't good. It wasn't a good time. So I've taken a pretty extended hiatus from it, yeah, for about 8 months now. But yeah, there was about 20 years there, man, where I didn't let a day go by where I wasn't smoking or dabbing or whatever. So I've been around the block, and I still absolutely 100% support it, especially over countless other vices that we can have as humans. But for now, it's just something that's, I guess not for me anymore. My body is just changed over time, I guess. I was really tripped out, though, man. It was a really bizarre feeling. It was like I couldn't breathe. And it was to the point where I had the paramedics come out. I thought I was having some sort of problem with my lungs. But it turns out it was all in my head. I was having a legitimate panic attack and felt like I couldn't breathe when I was getting plenty of oxygen. They were able to easily confirm I was getting plenty of oxygen. But it certainly did not feel that way. It was very unpleasant. And after that first time, anytime it would happen again, I knew it was a panic attack, but it just became so uncomfortable. And it seemed to be triggering with such little cannabis, man, that like it just didn't seem worth it anymore. So who knows? Someday I might smoke again or try, but the last couple times I did were not good. Oh, this is getting so hard. But after that experience, like I definitely wanted to read up and, you know, see if anybody else was going through the same thing. And I came across a lot of what you would expect, which is just a bunch of, you know, fear-mongering propaganda about cannabis. The just say no type shit. Trying to say, we told you this was going to happen, and nah. I did find some people who were able to relate to me and say that just all of a sudden, it's kind of like a switch flipped, you know? Like all of a sudden, it went from being just fine to being like, nope, your body doesn't like this anymore. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, so they kind of shoved you out, or at least it sounds like she did. Well, hey, I hope it wasn't too traumatizing or anything, man. I know that a lot of people come back with that with some struggles. Don't know if you saw any combat or anything. Don't need to get into that, but just yeah, just know that I appreciate you. Especially Navy. That can be a really tough gig, man. Oh shit. Yeah, no, and I hadn't had anything ever close to that. And to me, I mean, I've got a little bit more than me to worry about. My 17-year-old still relies on me pretty heavily, so he made it easy for me to stop doing psychedelics when I took custody of him and shit. So it was, you know, a matter of just taking that to the next step when that shit started happening, because there's no way I was going to be going through that shit and like not be able to pick him up from school or something like that, you know, because I was having a panic attack. Especially if it was something that was under my control like that. It wasn't easy, I tell you that, because yeah, I still kind of crave it sometimes. But yeah, for when my friends come over, I've still got the bong in my room, and I've still got some flour left over. But yeah, I haven't touched it in like 8 months, so it's probably getting pretty crusty by now. I'm getting pretty crusty, pretty dusty. Yes, I am part of the reason. There's a lot of people working really hard for that shit, man. But no, for like 3 years there, I was out campaigning really hard. I went to the state legislature here in Washington and helped argue for it. And because we tried going through the legislature first, but that didn't really go well. So we had to put up a referendum and have the people vote on it. State government wasn't having it at first, but regardless of what they want you to think, the people do have the final say in a lot of things. No, he doesn't, as far as I know. I was pretty sneaky with that shit around then, but honestly, I don't think he has the time to. He is probably a factor of 10 more ambitious than I ever was when it came to academic shit. He's like in 5 different bands at school. He's in like 3 different clubs. He's in the city orchestra for his age group, and he's just constantly busy, man. Like, oh, he's fucking awesome, dude. I am super blessed. And as far as that ambition and shit, I certainly can't take nearly any of the credit for that. Like, I pushed him to keep doing it when he said this is the stuff he wants to do, but he could just have easily as done what I did and be like, no, fuck that, and I couldn't ever have forced him to do that kind of shit. So it's all on him, man. Dude, and yeah, no, it was for me. I was like 17 when that shit started happening for me, and we talked about it a little bit. I've totally been around the block when it comes to salvia. I've done pretty much every psychedelic I ever could find at that point. Designer ones even too, like 2CI and 2CB, synthetic mescalines and stuff. DMT is very crazy, man. I do have a good deal of chemistry knowledge, and I can speak on that a little bit, and also would caveat that with saying make sure you do your own research. But DMT is very interesting, and if you have a basic understanding of it, you probably already know that our bodies produce DMT. And it was found through a few studies that there are chemicals in your brain called MAO, monoamine oxides, I think is what it is, but their job is to like protect the barrier between the rest of your body and your brain. And anytime you smoke weed, anytime you drink, anytime you're sending any chemicals towards your brain, those chemicals in your brain are fighting off, the MAO is fighting off anything trying to make it to your brain. And DMT is different because your body recognizes it as a chemical that's made in your body. So basically those chemical defenses for your brain don't try to stop any of the DMT that gets to your brain. Like, there's a reason that, like, for cocaine, MAO inhibitors are like if you combine that with cocaine, it's like instant death, because that stops your brain from being able to fight off any of the cocaine that you're taking, and all of it goes to your brain. So the only reason that it works at all is that some of it sneaks past those defenses. But with DMT, that's something that all of it gets through no matter what. Hey, Clinvey, you came in a very deep discussion here. Just handing down some sage chemical knowledge from my past. Hope you're doing well, man. Happy February to you. We're trying to poorly... Yeah, right. We're trying to pound our way through some more shmups here. Proceed, yes. This is a very difficult one that I've only played a couple times, and it's very obvious I've only played it a couple of times. Yeah, hope you're doing well, man. Glad you ate before you joined. But yeah, as far as DMT though, Catalina, just be prepared. With any of this kind of stuff, if you're going to do it, make sure you know your source. Drug testing kits are very readily available these days. I highly recommend just getting a stash of those, just so you can always test what you're getting. With it not being legal, that leaves it very easy for contaminants or for it to not be pure. And that's the scariest thing about any of that shit nowadays is there's huge profits to be made in passing along really dirty shit and trying to sell it as something else. Not to even say it would be your friend's fault who you get it through or whatever. Like, it's just best to always be safe, man. Yeah, and with DMT, it's if you're just like incinerating it, it's a very short-lived experience. If you're ingesting it, that's a very different story. I've never done the ingested form of DMT with the trips that last like 6 or 8 hours. That's not something I've ever really desired to do. Yeah, no, it's basically with psychedelics, or with DMT, it was like the most intense acid trip, but only lasted like 15 minutes, exactly. There's a reason they call it the businessman's trip. But yeah. Clinvey, did you get through Front Mission 3, my man? I know you said you were getting pretty close, you just had the one campaign left. Yeah, that's almost a katana. She has a katana, kind of. Okay, crazy. The controls here are a little bit different in this mode. Grinding out battle skills. Very hard to read during these games. Oh, nice, yeah. I do look forward to my next playthrough of that game. Hopefully not too far away. I think I did tell you I ordered the Front Mission 2 for Switch, and that should be coming in a couple weeks. And I've never played that one. Even the fan translation or anything, I haven't tried any of those, so I am very excited to give that one a shot. Ah! And yeah, I think I will play that one on stream when I get it too. Maybe some of it as like a break from the shmupping. I have got a lot of cartridges left in this marathon I'm trying to do. Yeah. They did do a thoughtful job, I think, with the HD remakes of those. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. One of these days. Nah, man, I've got RPGs to play until I'm 60. And I kind of feel like that backlog is going to start to get played a little bit more frequently, just because it's taken longer for new games to come out nowadays, and it sounds like we are kind of nearing the end of physical media. And at that point, I'm going to stop collecting and probably only play very specific games that, like, I've been wanting to play, or like in series that I already play, because if I don't start playing some of my backlog, I will never get to all of them. Especially with the Switch, man. So many good games came out for this console. So many good RPGs, and then also like compilations of old RPGs and first-time translations of a lot of old RPGs. Oh, it really is a killer system. Especially for the older stuff. It has a hard time handling some of the newer games, but yeah. I can relate, my man. And even for a challenge like this, trying to play through the 63 cartridges I have of shmups for the Switch, I had to put them all on a wheel because I would not know what order to play them in if I tried. So I'm glad that those random wheels, you can set them up on the internet for free. It's pretty fun. Oh! I like this game mode more, I think. It gives you a lot more time. Oh! This invulnerability state here, just ramming this katana in. I do like the artwork on this one quite a bit. And this one did not get an American release, but you know the value of Play Asia. It has been absolutely instrumental in turning me onto a bunch of games I never otherwise would have been able to play. Because I don't even think this one has a release on the eShop in America. I think this one is Japan only. Oh yeah, it's hard as shit, but that doesn't stop me. And also, I'm not trying to be a professional at any of these, really. Just trying to share my love for the genre. R-types are fun, man. I do have R-Type 2 Final and R-Type Dimensions for the Switch. Those will be coming up here soon. Whenever the wheel says they're coming up. I think R-Types are some of the harder shmups, too. Just when it comes to having to, go through those really thin sections and caves. And all the moving topography. Oh, guess my sword ran out of juice there. I do love R-Type, man, though. They're classics. I do have Super R-Type for the Super NES as well. Definitely a fan of this genre. Ah! It's a little bit too much of an adjustment there. I like that you just turn into an anime girl holding out an unrealistically giant katana coming out of a gun, like... This is very anime, this shmup. Yeah, this one's made by Cave, though, and they've made probably my favorite shmups, the Dodonpachi games. And this is right up there in difficulty with those for sure. But I would put R-Type probably at a small degree more difficult than Dodonpachi, simply because of the platforming mechanics. and how tight things get in those corridors. And the fact that when you die in the R-Type games, you lose all of your weapon upgrades and have no chance at getting them back. That does make it very difficult. Yeah, the soundtracks are so good in the R-Type games too.
何お前たちは問答無用行くぞ
I think there are a couple other game modes on this cartridge for this game, but I think after this I will spin the wheel again and move on, because I could play this one for hours. This is a really fun one, but I do want to be finished with this marathon before next year. So this is something I always like asking people as I'm just getting to know them and stuff. What type of music are you into, Linvei? If you would indulge me. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a huge K-pop fan, and like I also listen to death metal and hardcore hip-hop and stuff, so nothing's sacred. I'm just curious. Oh! I still listen to some of the stuff I grew up with. I was into some really cringy music in high school, though. A lot of the new metal stuff. The Limp Bizkit and the Korn and all that stuff. So there's a time and a place for it, and I wouldn't hate on anybody for listening to it. It just feels like that stuff is pretty easy to outgrow, I think. Pop ballads, nice. Yeah, no, I probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I really got pulled into not just K-pop, but just Korean music in general. And I've been listening to a lot of Korean alternative rock. And also a lot of Mongolian stuff, Siberian music. Just really trying to branch out, because man, I do think a lot of American music is playing it safe these days. There's not a lot of new stuff coming out here. I feel like I can kind of say the same thing about our movies and stuff from over here too. That the era of originality out of Hollywood, I would say, is kind of over. At least for the time being. So I've really been enjoying broadening my horizons and listening to Moroccan pop music, and yeah, just really branching out. Lots of Scandinavian metal. Yeah, I have a bad habit of like going on big rabbit hole deep dives on YouTube when I probably should be sleeping. That's how I discover a lot of stuff. Oh, that's a fun pattern. I like it when the patterns are intense, but like you can totally see what you're supposed to do. Cave is really good at that, and that's also why I'd say these games are probably easier than R-Type, is even though there's lots of bullets on screen, after you play this type of game for a while, you can generally see where the safe areas are. And it's just a matter of actually getting to those spots in time. And more than anything, I think like playing these games a lot has certainly made me a bit better at them. But nothing quite leveled up my ability to play these games like getting an arcade stick to play with instead of trying to play with an analog stick on a regular controller. The arcade stick just feels so right. And it's what a lot of these games were made for anyways. Like it... Oh! So that's been really nice. It feels like it's made up for a lot of my lack of skill. Yeah, and Cave is really good about that too, like really making it clear what's going to hurt you. There are a lot of shmups that have bullets that are hard to see. Like I would say the Raiden games, those are really fun. But a lot of the challenge of those games come from the fact that the bullets are very fast and they blend in with the background. Oh, let me out of there, let me out of there. Did it. Oh yeah. Yeah, this game does have some pretty long stages. That is for sure. There's a lot of shmups where it's like over in 30 seconds. Or you get to the boss like in 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm a pretty big music head though. That's why I asked the question, just because that's how I discover new music too, is just asking people, what do you listen to? And a lot of times they will answer with something that I love. Or something I've never heard of that I find out is pretty awesome. Oh. I already know Catalina and I have some pretty similar tastes when it comes to some electronic stuff and the hip-hop. I've been to your channel. You play music on there. Oh. You aren't scared of the DMCA takedowns. Oh yeah, man. I listen to that. I've been listening to them for years, man. That goes back to high school for me, man. I definitely enjoy me some Daft Punk. Oh, man, those vertical bullet patterns really get me. Oh, I feel that, man. No, it's... I don't expect anybody else to listen to music like I do, but I'm always hungry for new stuff. I do listen to a lot of music. For a long time, I was driving as a profession too, so I was always in my car and had just tons and tons of time to listen to music. So that was one of the main reasons I branched out like that. I listened to a lot of podcasts too when I was doing that stuff, but and I feel like I really was stuck in my ways in high school and stuff. It felt really nice once I started being able to like other stuff. I feel it. I've still got a lot of comfort food music too that I'll fall back on. Like I'd say, you know, some old Tool albums, some of my favorite comfort food music. My dad listened to a lot of hippie music growing up, so I mean, I've got a place in my heart for the Grateful Dead and Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner, Southern bluegrass rock. And I can go back and listen to that stuff any day too. Like, that stuff is comfort food. Oh, I feel that. I have definitely felt that a little bit sometimes. I'll just be, you know, listening to Meshuggah in my car, some crazy Scandinavian death metal, and be like, oh shit, how am I going this fast all of a sudden? My foot all of a sudden feels heavier. I'm weird like that too, though, because I can go right from listening to heavy death metal into cutesy K-pop stuff. So, speaking of K-pop though too, I am pretty excited. Yesterday, I was able to score some tickets for ITZY. They're coming to Seattle. And they're one of my favorite K-pop groups, so... And it is hard to get tickets here. They seem to go to smaller venues here in America. When the K-pop groups do come here, they don't seem to put a lot of faith into them selling a lot of tickets unless you're like Blackpink or Twice or something like that. But... So I'm stoked. I get to go have fun in Seattle in June. That's something I don't get to do as much as I would like, is go to concerts. They're very expensive usually, and a friend of mine bought the tickets for my birthday present for this year, so I just have to come up with the gas money to make it 300 miles to Seattle. Ah! It seems like some of these patterns, it really does want you to switch to your katana, which does a flash small period of invincibility, it seems like. Yeah, good friend indeed, man. He told me he'd buy me a ticket, but then he's like, well, we should try to get the tickets together because it's hard to get in line for that stuff digitally. And sure enough, he came over yesterday and we were gonna try on his phone and my computer to get tickets at the same time. And he got in the queue for the tickets, and so did I at the same time, but as soon as it moved us into the actual you're this number in line part of the buying tickets, it logged him out of the app and he couldn't log back in. So it was really smart that we were doing it on two devices because it kept me logged in. Thankfully, I kept our place in line and got us some pretty good tickets actually. Oh yeah, I'm super excited about it. I don't know if that you can even do that these days. I know that at least here in the States, Ticketmaster runs all of the ticket purchases for pretty much every event, and they're all digital. I don't think you can even print them out. You have to have them on your phone, as far as I understand it. You have to come to the venue with your device and have access to their app to get into the show. And they do allow reselling, but only through the app. Oh my god. Those are some patterns. Bullets coming down from above and below, those are the hardest ones to avoid for me. When you've still got stuff coming from the left and the right, that really just messes me up. Oh. Ah! Man, back in my high school days especially, I never could have seen myself getting into pop music at all. I was really one of those people that was really self-righteous about my music taste for the longest time and thought I had it figured out, That did definitely change over time, thankfully. I grew up, basically, is what happened. And it's not like I just blanket the K-pop genre or anything, but holy cow do I appreciate the hard work that goes into the dancing and all of the stage presence and everything else that they work so hard to pull off. That was so lost on me before getting into that. So, I mean, even if the music isn't super complicated, the dances will be, and the amount of energy required to sing and dance at the same time like that is just amazing. And the groups that do it well, man, they just blow me away. And last year I got to see Twice and Mamamoo, and those were my first K-pop concerts, and I'm hooked. I am definitely hooked. I will be any of the K-pop groups I like. If they make it anywhere close to me, I'm gonna definitely try my best to see them. I got sold on the idea of pop concerts. as long as the girls can actually sing and it's not like some hyper-sexualized thing where it's just like they're in a group because of their looks, but they don't have practiced musical talents or dancing talents. You know, I unfortunately think there is a lot of that, and I mean, again, to each their own. It just makes me sad how a lot of groups with talent can get looked over for that kind of stuff. But as the old saying goes, sex sells. And a lot of slimy corporate people know that for a fact. I don't think this level was in the previous mode. The other levels seem to be like remixes of the other game there, or the other game mode. Like different enemy placement, some different bullet patterns, but essentially the same game. Yeah, no kidding, man. Yeah, and not to get like really dark on it or anything, but man, some of that stuff really has creeped me out that I've heard about the pop industry in general, whether it's from America or Thailand or wherever. I mean, just seems like pop music in general, where they're trying to sell you groups of girls, that there's always some seedy controversy about like sex trafficking and stuff, and it really is worrisome, man. That is such a huge problem in our world still. I think it's a kind of an American attitude to think that, you know, like slavery has ended, you know, but that is so not the case. If everything I'm reading and learning about is anywhere close to accurate, there's more slaves alive today than there ever have been. And we're all kind of just turning a blind eye to it. I don't know why I'm getting all heavy on that topic right now, but it's just been on my mind and my heart kind of lately that been hearing lots of shitty stories about that stuff lately. I'd like the world to be a better place for my son as he's becoming an adult, you know. I thought about that stuff a lot less before I had a kid. And in some ways, man, I just am really thankful that I didn't have a daughter. It's like the pressures and stuff like that, just the amount of worry I'd be going through about, you know, like what guy she's going to end up with and stuff like that. I don't have to really worry about that as much as I just have to teach my son to be a gentleman, you know, and teach him to be a good guy. That seems much easier than raising a daughter. I definitely would be one of those dads hanging a shotgun over my shoulder when I meet my daughter's boyfriend type of thing. But yeah, my son's awesome. I think I've done a good job. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about how he treats women, which was really important to me. Whoa! That was close. Thanks. World of tanks, holy shit. Yeah, this is a really long stage. You aren't lying, man. Oh, these bullet patterns are beautiful. Love it. Ugh. Oh boy. I have a feeling we're gonna get some vertical bullets here again. Whoa! Oh, I think I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, in a lot of ways, man, I wouldn't wish raising children on many people in this day and age, man. It's a pretty intense world out there. But I made the decision to have a child and feel like it's my job to do my due diligence. Holy shit, I don't see anywhere safe in that pattern. Where were you supposed to go there? Help me out with that one. Oh my god. I have a feeling this is the final boss. Holy cow. Is it over? Is it over? Oh. Very, very anime shmup. I love it. Oh my god, it's not over. That wasn't the final boss with bullet patterns like that? Oh, right into a boss fight though, so I think this is probably the final boss. I would venture a guess. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that's just not fair. Oh, yep, I made the bad decision there. Okay. Oh my god, here come the vertical bullets and sideways at the same time! Way too much to look at. Yeah, what a mess, right? Like a beautiful mess. I love it, these bullet patterns. Oh, yeah, I can see the place to be safe there, but just the slight adjustments to get into those spots is not easy. Not in the slightest. Okay, we'll actually use our bombs this time. I was kind of being reserved on using my bombs because I like seeing the bullet patterns and trying to learn them. Oh, interesting. I'm just figuring that mechanic out now, too. I think if I stay in that sword form long enough, when I switch back to bullet form, for a short period of time, it looks like my weapon will destroy bullets. But only if I've stayed in that form long enough. Yeah, there's a lot for me to learn left. A lot left for me to learn in this game. Now the question is that the only phase of the final boss? Because some shmups really like to throw like 6 or 7 layered bosses at you. No, that's it. Oh. I feel like this is the bad ending. A lot of shmups will do that too, to like, you'll either be locked out of the final level or the true ending unless you beat it without continuing. A lot of the times that's not for me. Again, I like too many games to spend too much time on one game. I used to go to the arcades. I'm old enough to where we still had arcades here, and I would go in and pump tons of quarters into shmups when I was a kid. And not get very far. And that's kind of how a lot of these were designed, I think. I think a lot of these were designed hard to begin with, so you'd spend more money in the arcades. I think it's pretty evident. Yeah. Yeah, times have changed indeed. I feel lucky. We do have one place in town where I live. It's a pretty nice arcade. They've got a lot of the old machines, and they've got a guy there that is really good at repairing arcade and pinball machines. So they've been able to actually maintain them and keep them pretty nice, and it's like only adults are allowed to play on the machines now, so it's like they kept in pretty good condition. And it's fun. It's definitely like a time warp walking in there. And instead of having to drop quarters in there, they have all the machines locked on free play, and you just get to pay an entry fee into the arcade, and you can play anything as long as you want, which is awesome. Thank you. I feel like for my first time on that mode, that wasn't so bad. I did get through maybe 5 or 6 of those patterns without getting hit. Oh, I do love these games, though. And yeah, that one's even that one's starting to see its age. It's a 13, 14-year-old shmup there. I understood like 2 words of what she said there. Oh, okay. So, I lost my first continue on stage 3 is what that's saying. Not bad at all. Well, let's see here. Depending on what game I roll next, I might be done. If it's one that's shorter, or I know I will only want to do a short play on, then we might do it tonight. Oh, click on the wrong thing there. So Akai Katana Shin. Great companion game to the Dodonpachi series. Nowhere near 1cc. Come back and play this again. Alright. That was number 17. Now we get to find out what is next. Yeah, not bad. Delete forever and never again. Well, I do have one here that's kind of funny, though. Yeah, the panorama cotton makes me sick. Quit after 1 continue. That one just hurt my eyes, because that's like 3rd person. You're like behind her, and it's from the Genesis. So it was like really early graphics, and it's just lots and lots of flashing screens, and it's just it gave me some motion sickness. That's probably the only one so far that I'm like, yeah, I probably don't need to go back to that one. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty helpful for that. Spreadsheeting is handy. Alright, I think I got Kai Katana Shin off there. Okay. Alright, so now we spin. Yeah, this is what's keeping it fresh, though. I'd have a really hard time picking what comes next.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to want to play next time. That's going to take... That's a little bit longer of a playthrough, because that is half shmup, half RPG. It's got a lot of story cutscenes and stuff, so... What we will do is get prepared for that one. Can't question the wheel, so... I was only hoping to play for like another half an hour, so if it was a short one, we'd do that. But I want to not end the stream in the middle of a game. So I know this one will take longer than a half an hour, so we will save that for next time. But we will make sure we know that that is the next one we rolled. This is such a silly one, too. What is that, number 18? Yeah. Numero 18. And then we'll come back here. And we'll make it easy on myself for next time. We'll put the title in. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Breath? Is it Breath or Maid? I think the title is different in Japanese. And when I bought it, I knew it as Dragon Breath, but I think it's something else in the US release. We're going to call it that for right now. I'll fix it if I have to. Alright, well, we've played 17 of 63 cartridges now. Slowly making our way through it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They did have it under the Twitch title. And it's apparently Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And then the subtitle has Chorogon Breath. But we're just going to call it Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. That's good enough. Oh, well, thank you very much for hanging around, Quinvey. It was nice chatting with you. Appreciate the company. And yeah, I am about 20 minutes from going to pick up, about 25, 30 minutes from going to pick up my son from his school activity. So yeah. Yeah, take care, buddy, and I hope to catch one of your streams again here soon. Obviously, we're on the other side of the planet, so it's hard for our times to line up all the time, but I'm really glad you're able to join me. And yeah, I hope to catch you next time, man. Have a great day. It's probably daytime for you, yeah? It is 10 o'clock at night here, so also getting tired. Yeah, take care. See you next time. Bye for now.
Disability mobility.
Jetten 戦隊ジェットマン